Among the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ, Judas Iscariot was the first person to die. He repented that he had sinned for handing over Jesus to Jews and hanged himself. Peter. Peter was killed by Emperor Nero. He asked to be crucified upside down, saying that he was unworthy to die like Lord Jesus Christ. Andrew. He was crucified on the egg-shaped cross in Greece. James, son of Zebedee. James was beheaded by King Herod. John, son of Zebedee. He had a wonderful testimony. In a colosseum, he was thrown into a huge basin of boiling oil. He was miraculously escaped without any. By seeing this miracle, lots of people in Colosseum converted into Christianity. John was imprisoned in the island of Patmos. There he had a natural death. Philip. Philip was sentenced to death in Turkey for influencing Roman governor's wife towards Christ. Bartholomew. He influenced the king Armenius' brother towards Christ, so he was flayed alive and beheaded. Thomas. Thomas was stabbed to death at the top of Mount for converting many idolaters into Christianity, and that mount now called as Thomas Mount in Chennai. Matthew. When he was ministering in African countries like Ethiopia and Parthia, he was killed by a weapon halberd. James, son of Alphaeus. When he was preaching in Jerusalem, the Jews stoned him to death. They buried his body near the temple of Jerusalem. Simon and Thaddeus Jude. When they both were preaching in Lebanon, they were killed by a local people by an axe. Mark. When he was preaching in the Egypt, he was dragged in the streets until he died with a rope tied to his neck. Luke. When he was ministering in the Greece, he was flayed alive and crucified in the olive tree. Paul. He had a Roman citizenship, so they did not crucify him but beheaded him. Lastly, Matthias, who was a substitute for Judas Iscariot, and he was beheaded.